Welcome back to our channel. If you caught our last two videos, you know we are an adults-only culinary adventure at the Disney Food and Wine Festival. Our goal is to try the food at every country around the world at Epcot. We love a good challenge, and it was even more fun getting to go along with our good friends Kiesha and Aaron. Today is our second day in the parks, and we have lots of work to do, so come along while we explore and enjoy all the food and beverages. Just like yesterday, we got to the park early enough that we needed to wait until 11 a.m. for the food booths to open, so we hopped on Soarin before we had anything to eat. The trick to Soarin is to request to ride in row B1 for the best view. We then got a few snacks before our lunch at the long-awaited Space 220 restaurant. Space 220 is a fantastic place that opened in 2021 and simulates that you are taking an elevator into space for your dining experience. The restaurant is located right next to Mission Space Ride, and its theming fits right in. We are going to have lunch at Space 220 today. We're really excited about it.
Going out of space.
I think this is one of the restaurants I was the most excited about going to as soon as it opened. Upon check-in, they give you a boarding pass that you take with you and give to the hostess after taking the exciting ride up into space. The theming inside the restaurant is spectacular. We used mouse dining to help get a table because everything booked up really fast. Then we finally got notified that someone had canceled, so we were able to grab it up and get a table for 4.
You're riding aboard the Mark V Stellarator, the latest in space elevator design and technology. Today, you'll have a spectacular view of Florida and the Eastern Seaboard. Enjoy the ride. I'll be back in a bit with arrival information.
They really don't skimp on any of the dining experience and the theming and design inside the restaurant. We really felt like we were there. Keep your eyes on the lookout for some cool things outside the window near your seat. We even saw some astronauts having a lightsaber battle in space. Lunch was a fixed price, 2-course meal at $55 per person, and you choose an appetizer and a main course. Between the 4 of us, we were able to try quite a bit of different options. What did you get, Kiesha?
I got Space 220 collectible cards.
Man, why? Why'd you get that?
Because I ordered a non-alcoholic beverage.
Nice.
Powering up. Outer Spice. Hold on tight. We have liftoff. And Red Planet Blue Sunset.
You got the drink called the Milky Way?
Yeah.
And it has a Milky Way. That's so fun. Caleb got the old fashioned, and I got the awesome drink that melts the cotton candy. And Aaron also got an old fashioned because they are old fashioned. We had the Big Bang Burrata, the Neptune Niquoise, the Blue Moon Cauliflower, the Starry Night calamari as appetizers, and for our main course we had the spaghetti and shrimp, well both the boys did, and I had the steak frites. You can check out their full menu in the link below. Of course, now that we were too full from lunch to try any other foods for a few hours, we spent our time checking out Test Track, which is an awesome crash test simulator where you design your own car before riding it and doing a bit more shopping. That evening, we were back at it trying more food from around the world, and we were not disappointed by our last choices towards the end of the day. A quick stop in Japan to make some last-minute purchases before we hit our last favorite items on our late-night snack before saying goodbye to Epcot with our mission accomplished. The guys were actually in Orlando for a business trip and conference, so we headed back to the reality and switched over to the conference was in the Renaissance Orlando at SeaWorld. I was really impressed with this beautiful hotel, and I would recommend it for anyone who is a Hilton Bonvoy member. Those points were worth it, and it was such a great relaxing place to stay. The next day, Kiesha and I left the boys to their conference, and we headed back to Disney Springs to have a delicious lunch at Fonterra. This is my favorite Mexican restaurant, and I have visited this location and the one in Chicago before. We then went to walk off our lunch with some last-minute shopping finds that we needed before we headed back to Texas. I had to have the cute Christmas coffee mug and water cup I spied on our first day there, and I was able to buy them using my Disney Visa reward bucks I saved up. Then it was back to the Orlando International Airport, where we checked out the new priority pass that I had for the lounges and were able to visit the MCO lounge. We needed to fly Delta to be able to visit the lounge, the same as the Austin airport, but that's okay. It was still worth checking out the MCO ones because dinner was basically free along with the drinks we tried. Thank you again for checking out our channel, and don't forget to subscribe to see our next video, which will be a full review of everything we tried at the Disney Food and Wine Festival. See you next time.